Hello students, how are you? Hope everyone is safe and happy. In this video, let us know about the topic wage concept from the chapter 4, that is wage and salary administration. Before going to the topic, let us know what is the meaning of wage and salary. Wage is a terminology used for daily allowances rendered to a worker or a laborer. This is more in use of blue collar type jobs. There are three types of employees actually. One is blue collar employees, white collar employees, and executives. Blue collar employees means those are the laborers and who work for the wages. Wages means it is a daily allowances, what they have already mentioned in the meaning. Daily allowance means it is given based on the daily, and sometimes it is given based on the week, and it is given sometimes it is given for the hourly basis and monthly basis. For the laborers only the wages will be given. Next is salary. Salary is administration on a monthly basis to employees in an organization. Here the salary is a monthly basis, one time amount will be given for the employees, that is called as salary. Let us know the difference between salary and wages. The first one is meaning, a fixed pay that an individual draws on a worker done by him on an annual basis. Here the fixed amount will be drawn by a salary person, but in case of wage person the fixed amount will be not there. How much he works, for that the wages will be given. Next is skills. Always the salary holders person will be a skilled person, but here in wage sometimes it will be semi skilled and unskilled, because they are laborers and there is no technical thing is required to operate the machines or do the labor work. Next is type of cost. Type of cost means how they are giving the salary, that is fixed for 30 days this much salary they have already fixed, means that salary they will be giving. But in case of wages it will be varying. How it will be varying means based on the hour what he does the work. Next is rate of payment, that is fixed rate and wage rate. Next is payment cycle, monthly, daily. Sometimes I have told you that the wages will be done for the daily, hourly and monthly, and sometimes it is also for the weekly purpose. But salary always they will be giving only on the basis of monthly. Basis of payments, performance basis, hourly basis. Performance basis means they see how the performance going on. If the performance is not good, they will give the they tell or they tell to improve the skill, or that they tell to improve the work of the employee. And sometimes if it's not improving, they warn and they give in a written form, and finally they take off them from the organization. But in case of wages it is not like that, it is only paid based on the hourly basis. Next is paid to whom? Employees, laborer, as I told you earlier itself. Name of workers, nature of the workers. Here salary persons will be obviously working in the office. Why I told that is, there are two types of employees, that is blue collar employees and white collar employees. The salary person will comes under white collar employees. Why they call white collar employees means the dress will not become dirty because they will be doing the administration work. And wage obviously that is manufacturing process work. Next is KRA. KRA means that is the responsibilities, the salary will be given based on the responsibility. Yes, the salary always they give based on the responsibility what they give. The manager will be having different salary because of the roles and responsibilities different. And when he is a staff or he is just a clerk in a organization or a company, then the salary will be different based on your roles and responsibility. And obviously in wages there will be no roles and responsibilities for the laborers. Next is concept of wage. There are three concepts of wage, that is minimum cost, fair wages and the living wages. Let us know what are the different types of wage concepts. First is, let us go with the downwards, that is living wage. Always the name only tells it is a living wage. A living wage refers to the theoretical income level that allows an individual or family to afford adequate shelter, food and the other basic necessity. Only basic necessity, that is shelter, food. That is a basic facility the person need, that if it is fulfilling it, that is a living wage. Next is fair wage. It is like still most upper level of the living wage, that is no sorry the next, let us go with the minimum wage. So minimum wage provides like only, that is upper level, what I told, that is minimum wage may be defined as the lowest wage necessary to the maintain a worker and his family. Next it comes to the family, the minimum level of subsistence which include food, clothing and shelter. After food, clothing and shelter, then he also look after their family, that is comes under minimum wage. Next is fair wage. A fair wage is something more than the minimum wage. The fair wage is a mean between the living wage and the minimum wage. It mainly depends upon the productivity of labor, cost of living, capacity of the employer to pay. If I am an employer, if I have a capacity to pay more, then obviously I will be paying more. That comes under fair wage. And uh, if I am a very talented person and if I am having a more productivity in organization, then obviously I will be getting more salary. And always when both also happens, always the standard of living also becomes high. That comes under fair wages. Next is wage policy. Why the wage policy should be maintained in the organization? All because for the welfare of the employees. Wage policy or principles act as guidelines for determining a wage structure. If one in organization, if I am telling that this is a salary, I will be fixing. So sometimes this policies should be included in that. That is, wage policy refers to all systematic efforts of the government in relation to national wage and salary system. Here the government intervention will be there, and they look after, they give some policies, based on that policies only the organization or the company should fix the salary. Next is economic objectives of wage policies. What is the objectives of doing wage policies? Full employment and optimum allocation of all resources. The main thing is full employment. If we are telling that this is what to be done, for example reservations, for the category wise, if they are telling reservations, then if they are giving reservation, obviously we will be pushing the backward community to the doing to get some income. Next is the highest degree of economic stability constant with the optimum rate of economic progress. Economic stability should be maintained. When the economic stability will be maintained, when they are getting a handful of money to spend, when they are spending only, they can, the economy can run properly. Next is maximizing income security for all section of the community. Sometimes they also tell that they cannot remove the employee without giving any peer notice. So this is also one of the policies of the wage and salary administration. The security of income is very much important. Social objectives. What are the social objectives? To eliminate the expectational low wage. And so everyone should get not a higher wage but not a lower wage, but should get a correct wage which is affordable for the living. And also minimum wage means are affordable to their family also. Next is the establishment of fair lower standard. Always they have to establish fair remuneration. That is why the minimum remuneration act has been established. Fair wage act, that is the protection of wage earns from the effects of rising price. Rising price means inflation. When obviously inflation is rising again and again, based on the wage policy, even the employer has to increase the wage. The incentive for workers to improve their productive performance. Sometimes the incentives will also given to encourage the performance of the worker. Next is wage policies in India. There are different wage policies in India. The first one is Payment of Wage Act 1936. What it says, if by the mistake, if employee does anything wrong, like if he destroys some goods by unknowingly, the waste happens in the organization, the glass may broke. So these are all the example which I am giving. So if it happens, they cannot deduct the salary from the employee's pocket. Next is Industrial Dispute Act. The mainly that they are looking for the remuneration. If there is any dispute in the remuneration, they can go with this act, that is Industrial Dispute Act. Next is Minimum Wage Act. Minimum Wage Act means there is, as I already told you, that the minimum wage should be fixed. Now so far the Minimum Wage Act, like I don't know full correctly, that is I think it is 18,000 should be fixed for the laborers. Next is Equal Remuneration Act 1976, that is they have mentioned, that is religion and sex. So there should not be discrimination. There should no discrimination should be there in the organization. Different methods of wage fixation. There are n number of methods to fix the wage fixation. One is legislation. I have already told you about this act, so I will not repeating it again. Next is Wage Board. Wage Board is a non-statutory body. The Wage Board is tripartite in nature and is a voluntary negotiation body set up by the discussions between the employer and the employee to regulate the wage. It consists of an equal number of respectives for the employees and the employees with an independent chairperson. Here the wage boards will be there. Who maintain the wage board? That is the government make a wage board. According to the decision of the government, everyone should obey and they have to go for according to the wage board. The first wage board was set up in 1957, that for the cotton textile industry. It is a non-statutory body consisting of representative of employees and employees head by an independent chairman. An equal number of representative of the employees and employer are appointed by the government. Based on their decision, the wage will be fixed. Pay commission. I know you have heard the like first pay commission, second pay commission, third, fourth, and now they are in 10th pay commission. According to the pay commission, they have to fix a salary. The pay commission will be given by the central government. Next is job evaluation. You know what is job evaluation? Job evaluation means there will be committee. Based on the committee, they tell that what is the roles and responsibility of the employee. Based on their risk, based on the roles and responsibility what they have given, based on that the salary will be fixed. For the manager, it will be a mental stress and the physical stress and the challenges, everything will be calculated, the salary will be high. When they compare with the D grade employees, the only physical stress will be there, so they give only less salary. That is what job evaluation is, based on the roles and responsibility. Next is collective bargaining. Collective bargaining means how the employer and the employee defend themselves. If I am the employee, then if I am telling that I want 30,000 of salary, if I am bound to it, then if employer is agreeing for that, then I will be winning it. And if it is a vice versa, then employer will win it. That is called as collective bargaining. Thank you, students. If you have any doubt, you can call me or you can text me.